let's jump to Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Let's do this. Let's all press play. So it's paper, scissors, rock, shoot. Yeah, we'll do it on shoot. Ready?
You go. Just one person can.
You guys ready? Jamie, you ready?
Let's go.
All right, paper, scissors, rock, shoot. All right. My Blu-ray just kicked in.
Off.
You guys seen the beautiful film pieces assemble on the screen right now for the New Line Cinema?
Yeah, New Line just settled. Time Warner Company.
Yep, I'm with you.
School bus.
All right, school bus. Yeah, okay.
Also, same exact opening scene from one of my top 5 favorite movies, License to Drive.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely one of Jamie's favorites.
I've got such a love for Freddy anyway. I mean, he was my first like horror icon that I truly got into. And I think Nightmare 2 stood out to me not because of the homoerotic blatant homoerotic overtones, but it's so terrifying.
Yeah, this was the last one where it was like scary.
Yeah, but it's very terrifying in a teen telling, a teen story. Because it does feel like there's a message to this one.
I mean, even this, like this scene right here on the bus, like clearly he's the outcast.
Yeah.
And the way these like 2 asshole girls are like treating him, it's very reminiscent of that, like the process of growing as a kid and being in high school and having to deal with like, the different social dynamics that exist.
The way that he looks there, Jesus Christ.
He looks like Peter Parker in Spider-Man 3.
That's the way I'm going to look in the morning.
He looks gaunt.
Yeah.
He does not look well.
No.
He does not look well.
Yeah. Oh, Bob Shea.
Lynn Shay's brother. It took me so long to put that together.
That still doesn't feel like a real thing.
Yeah, I actually thought that for the longest time I thought they were a couple. I thought they were married.
Oh. I mean, I guess that could make sense too.
Yeah. Just because I thought it was like that kind of family business, not blood.
Sure.
Driver. I love this part. When I first watched this one, I went, "Oh yeah, he's gonna fuck him up."
When is the first time you guys saw this film? Do you remember?
Yes, I went on a.
Oh, look at that body glove!
I know,
sticker.
it's so cool. There you go. It's the first glimpse of the glove.
It's such a fun, like punny, like thing to see in there.
It is. Actually, I recently saw a shirt online where it's the body glove logo, but the knives are extended on the logo.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So sorry, Mac. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I reached a certain age where I was comfortable and thought I was like, yeah, no, I can rent these on my own, and I started to. I wasn't 18, but yeah, I was. It was just a local mom and pop grocery store that had rentals, and I rented all of the Nightmare on Elm Streets all in one go. And
oh god, were all of them out? Like, did they go through? What was the peak? Like New Nightmare? Was that?
Oh no! New Nightmare was not out yet. Freddy's Dead was all that was out, but I had already seen Jason Goes to Hell, so I was already like, okay, I got to go back and watch all these because I've already talked to you once about Friday the 13th
movie, yeah.
Part 7, New Blood. That's my first solo horror experience. That's like, I'm going to watch this one by myself. And then I fell in love with that. And then I think it was just the the point of view, the dark, the mysterious kind of like lead killer character. And so I rented all the Nightmares, and number 2 and number 3 really stood out for me, aside from the first one, as being very, very cool Freddy movies.
Yeah. And these films always were looking to push the boundaries of practical effects. I mean, even this scene here with the bus being like looks like it's in hell, you know, like on these pillars of that right there, you know,
like that's a nightmare.
So these always push practical effects and really gave like further credence to the slasher character being such a, you know, a prominent thing. And Freddy doesn't kill, his body count isn't as high as some of the other major figures, but like they really spent money on these kills.
Oh, they can't be as high because like each kill is so fucking elaborate.
Yeah.
You know,
it's different because
like 3 weeks of shooting per kill.
Yeah, like they have their own set pieces and stuff.
But,
welcome to prime time, bitch.
Never Sleep Again was one of the best documentaries. Like,
I love those food cuts.
And the tomato, yeah. Love that.
That scream. What cereal they eating?
Look at that Fu Manchu thing on the. Yeah, it's so good when she pulls the things out of the box and puts them in her hand.
Yeah. You guys were talking about food cuts in Intruder.
Yeah.
So like there was a scene, I think it cut to Ted Raimi just butchering that watermelon.
Yeah. And he's just like so flippant about it, the way he's like swinging his fucking big thing.
Why are you cutting that watermelon up if you're closing the next day?
Yeah. Why is anyone doing the level of work they're doing?
Yeah. And how about that dick adjustment right out of bed there? Jeez.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Did you sleep all right?
Everything go okay up there? We just heard you shriek yourself awake. I also have that shirt still to this day, I think so.
I was going to say that if I don't, I want it.
So,
no Fu Manchu for me.
Yeah. Did you guys get any new horror merch?
Nothing since the last one.
So my birthday was on May 17th, and I
happy birthday!
Oh, nice!
Thank you.
Happy birthday, man!
Appreciate it. 35.
So you're right in between Jamie and I.
Yeah, right smack dab in the middle.
Nothing like a mat sandwich.
I never really noticed those nails that she gets there. The correlation. I never really got that.
Yeah.
I went on Redbubble. I ordered some new shirts. I
don't even know what the hell that is, Redbubble.
It's like an artist collective where you can, design your own work and upload it. So I got a Vestron video shirt.
That's awesome.
Like the classic V. Brain Damage shirt with Elmer on it. Fuck, I love Brain Damage. Look at that.
That movie is fucking crazy.
Yeah, what do you got? The Deadly Dinosaur?
The Deadly Dinosaur? I just jumped on Redbubble. They've got some good stuff. They've got a great Freddy shirt on here, actually.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So. Oh my god.
I would pay $1,000 to play softball with anyone right now, because we're not allowed to do that.
But you know what? That's kind of a safe, social distant sport.
And I would wear what that catcher's wearing. I'd wear a hoodie with no shirt underneath. Yeah.
And I would rock the Jesse no underwear, cup only under your sweatpants in the heat. Like, why is he wearing just sweatpants and no
running
underwear?
Around a high school campus with bow and arrows in today's age, by the way?
Well, pay attention next time.
Yeah, it's so funny watching the 80s films with the the different references and stuff that would never fly today. Like that fucking prank in Final
Exam, yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh man.
Which I just watched.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those where it's not good,
well, like,
but it's good.
No underwear, but he has a cup on.
Well, he's got his jock strap on. That's all you need.
Yeah, but come on. Now he's rolling around in dirt. He's got dirt up his crack.
Hit the showers, dirt balls.
Yeah.
Is that what he says now?
Yeah, that's right.
Get out of my way.
That guy, the fucking red, white, and blue shirt in the back, the way he was just like cheering him on.
I like it's one of the next scenes there. It's where Snyder's in his office. And someone's like, "See you later, coach." He barely even acknowledges him.
Isn't he like
right
smoking
there?
a
And he's
cigar,
smoking.
too?
Look at him.
Yeah. Cigarette. Yeah.
Yeah. So they interviewed him for that Never Sleep Again documentary. He hasn't aged.
Coach Snyder hasn't?
Yeah. He looks the exact same.
Actually, what's funny is my high school gym coach lives like 2 streets over.
Mm.
And he's been retired for years. But I was taking the kids on a bike ride the other day, rode past his house, and that dude also has not aged. So
it's weird.
It's their lifestyle.
Like, I don't.
It's that steady diet of cigarettes and gay strip clubs.
Yeah.
For yours or Snyder? He's also wearing loafers.
Gym teachers do.
Every coach. It's
Yeah.
the coach's diet.
Yeah. What was it that George says? He's like,
so what if it moved?
That's the sign. The test if a man makes it move.
That's not the test. Contact is the test. If it moves as a result of contact.
Yeah.
It's contact? It has to be touched.
That's what a gym teacher once told me.
so telling. There's so much
Very
there.
deep.
It is. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Michael, please.
I've always loved the house. Like, it's so iconic.
Yeah, we just did that episode on horror houses. This was a tough one not to pick.
I didn't finish the episode. Full disclosure. Once I went from thinking I was only going to pay $20 for a tire change to an $800 bill for new tires, I kind of blanked out anything that was going on around me. But yeah, go ahead.
It's when you just got to start drinking at that point,
Well, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm having my Neon Friday with Gizmo. Or not so Gizmo.
How is that beer?
It is really good, man. It really is. Totally would plug this company if they wanted to feed.
I'm telling you, that hop company, man. Or hop company. That fucking hop bill that you mentioned there.
So yeah, the profile's excellent. Galaxy, Citra, Mosaic, and Equinox. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I always said Equinox, but who the fuck knows?
Oh yeah, Jesus.
There you go.
I'm gonna have some swamp butt tomorrow.
Burp.
Holy.
He's also wearing like nurses scrubs in this scene.
I feel like I tasted that burp.
Oh yeah, like
I know exactly what that tasted like.
Like once you've had one IPA, you know what your body does with that over the next 12 hours.
Yeah.
And after this is 6.5%. I'm going to finish this and I'm going to move on to that 10.2%.
Oh God, you will be sleeping by the end of this. John, you're right. That is nursing scrubs.
Yeah, dude. Also, Jamie, this Redbubble website.
Yeah, I started, I dabbled, but then I went back to the movie.
They have a shirt of the blanket you bought me for my birthday.
I love that blanket.
The Scooby-Doo one.
Yep.
I love the shirt of a ghost saying boo with his thumbs down, like giving thumbs down. Boo.
All right, just real quick. Why in horror movies, even within the universe that they create, when the character sees the monster in their own home, they act very passive? Okay, Amityville Horror. When the host tells you to get out, you get the fuck out.
Yeah, I know. I don't get it.
The warning. Oh, if I saw that shadow in my basement, I would get my cats, my kids.
Yeah.
Dudes,
I get everyone.
I just turned 35. I still see that shadow down here.
Yeah.
It doesn't go away.
Daddy can't help you now.
Yeah. Oh god.
God, Freddy was so fucking scary in these first two movies.
Yeah. You know what's kind of neat?
The sound design too of the hand moving. Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at that.
He's wet looking.
Yeah.
No, he does. He looks like. Look at his hand even.
I love that scene. So fucking cool.
No, that's amazing. Yeah. The way it's throbbing too.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. You know what? His laugh there sounds like Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
I'm a giant. Haha. Hulk Hogan.
The sound design of this whole film, I do think is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what's really crazy is that at moments you'll hear Freddy's voice shift from plain Robert Englund to the pitch shifted scary Freddy throughout his entire career. And when the minute that it shifts to a human voice, Freddy is lost on me and he becomes a characterized version of himself.
Yeah.
What makes Freddy so terrifying is that he is inhuman, but in all respects, Freddy is whatever you want him to be. You know, Freddy is very much a real allegory for anybody. Freddy is the thing that keeps you awake at night. He's the bills that you have to pay. He's the kid you worry about on a date. Like, he's all the things that keep you awake at night. Like when your brain won't shut off. And that's what I think is the magic of Freddy, is that he's timeless. He can be timeless.
Yeah, he's definitely got a quality that's pretty similar to almost like Pennywise-esque, you know?
Sure.
Yeah. It's that chronic fear and chronic presence of fear, and that manifests in different forms for different people.
Now watch Jesse here. Like the amount of like twitching and discomfort with this scene. Like you can watch his eyes flutter.
An eye watch.
Yeah, it does.
Like, yeah, he's like, no, not okay with this, not okay with this. I love this scene where he just like suddenly flips him off.
Yeah, it's so good.
Join the circus.
This scene is so good right here when he flips him off. You're right.
Yeah, it's so good. But so anyway, I read something recently. I don't know how recent the interview was, but Robert said that he never played Freddy the same on purpose because the kids that he's interacting with from movie to movie are interpreting Freddy from secondhand information. So Freddy's supposed to be whatever they want him to be.
Yeah.
Based off of a pre-existing description. So burns, hat, the sweater, the glove. That's all you need. So I think that explains a lot of like the fluctuation in his burn design, because I don't know, he kind of looks like he's healing as the movies go on, which bothered me. Like his makeup in 1, 2, 3, and 4 is great. Like he's got that like shredded pizza face.
Lord Voldemort.
Right.
Oh,
here
fuck.
we go.
This is honestly one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if his face was a pizza through the first 4 movies, the pepperoni's under the cheese. Then all of a sudden on part 5, the pepperoni's on top of the cheese. Yeah, how do you like that, Dad? Have we seen the "No Chicks Allowed" sign on his door?
And he's got
the
that
double snap.
board game above his
means
bed called
business.
Probe, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want that shirt.
Up in his closet or whatever.
Oh my god. like all like laughing aside, like this is laughable with any gender right now. Like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, no, like gay, straight, woman, man, like that's funny.
No chicks allowed.
But you got to think how frustrating that was for him. Like a young dude that got his dream role, and it was like, all right, cool. And I guess like the post-production press initially, I was listening to this interview with him on the Friday the 13th podcast, which is pretty solid out of Chicago.
Fantastic show. Yeah,
it's a really good show. And they had him on, and he was talking about how like he got all the post-production like press and media interaction. That was like part of his contract where he was going to be in charge of it. And then all of a sudden afterwards, they're like, nope, it's Robert Englund. Because I think they started to realize like, oh, fuck, this. Yeah, they realized like this is going to be a multi-zillion dollar franchise. There are going to be a million movies. Like, so it probably really sucked for him. So
yeah, it did. Yeah, for sure. I think he played the role great though. You know, like all things aside, like he was fantastic in this role.
Yeah, I totally agree. I love his character. I love the role, but it's funny listening to him talk about it. He says if he had his way, he would have played him totally differently. He was like, I feel like Jesse should have worn all black and listened to the Smiths. I think is what he said.
Oh my god, that totally makes sense.
Instead, he's wearing this shirt that the three of us would wear, tucked in, cleaning his fucking room, listening to that song.
Right. Yeah. It's like, you know, you look like you're in Duran Duran, not the Smiths. Yeah.
Oh, I love this scene.
Yeah, that's a flock of seagulls look for sure.
Yeah. There's a lot of Aquanet in there. Nah.
The dawning realization here where he's like, it started funny, but it's getting not funny.
Yeah, he's like, I've had this dream as well.
The amount of dust on that book too.
It's good attention to detail. I didn't pay attention. Who does the soundtrack to this? Is it still Charles Bernstein?
I have IMDb pulled up to answer these kinds of questions.
I'm glad that's the only thing you're pulling right now.
How do you know?
Well, he's very silent then.
Exactly.
He's very silent. He's efficient.
Music by Christopher Young.
Christopher Young, that's right. Continue on with the IMDb, Christopher Young. You're gonna say another movie credit that I'm like, yes, of course, that's the one.
Oh, dude. So in terms of soundtracks,
I love that.
Silver, The Monster, Angel 4, Set It Off, Man Who Knew Too Little, Playing by Heart, In Too Deep, Kablam. But composer credits,
very cool.
He's got stuff dating all the way back till the 60s.
Yeah, the soundtrack in this is so different than Nightmare 1, but has the same emotional cues, right?
Yeah, he's got stuff in Hellraiser.
Yes.
The Trick or Treat from 86, the old one.
The heavy metal Trick or Treat. Like it's like an hour and a half Wasp music video.
I need to see that. Man, I don't know that I ever have.
I've also not.
Okay, well, let's put that on another one of these. I still haven't watched it yet, and I downloaded it.
So you've never seen it either? Or you have?
No,
you just compared it to a Wasp video, so.
I know, because look at the cover. It looks like Blackie Lawless from Wasp. I love my 80s hair metal. I love it.
Oh, me as well, dude.
I got my Motley Crue Todd McFarlane set here.
What's your favorite 80s hair metal band?
Hair metal band? Like just one band?
Hair metal.
Yeah, I got to go with Motley Crue. Like they are the be all end all of that genre.
I love Motley Crue.
Every time they put out an album, they change their image, just like what Manson did, the decade later. But like every album had a new look, and that look influenced the subsequent followers. So Cinderella, Poison, everyone wanted to look like whatever Motley Crue looked like at that time.
Of course, yeah.
The only band that really stood out with their own look that no one tried to copy was Manowar.
I never really got too into them, actually.
Well, you don't need to. You just look at the cover and you're like, nope, not for me.
This is one of my favorite scenes to this.
Yeah, dude. And again, the sound design, like when he opens the grate there, and it's
yeah. I'm like, look at what's hanging behind him there. Like, fuck, just everything visually is what really gets me with this whole scene.
And what happens in a minute when he goes upstairs? Like,
yeah,
isn't this where he ends up in front of his sister?
I thought that was another night. Yeah, that's another night because he's got a different shirt on. He's got one of those like loose fitting shirts.
Not the tight gray sweater.
Like a blouse. So, but yeah, Motley Crue. But yeah, okay, Manowar. They looked like oiled up Ultimate Warriors without their makeup on. Although I'm an Ultimate Warrior fan, I don't want to listen to a band that looks like them.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were good. Do you know what's and I'll champion Pantera till the end of time, but Pantera's hair metal albums weren't as bad as people think that they are. I swear to you, they're really not that bad.
I never listened to it, but I guarantee I would probably like it.
Well, if you're a Pantera fan, and
I love the cheesiest of hair metal. Like my favorite hair metal band is Warren.
Oh.
Yeah. And I would say that's a guilty pleasure, but I don't.
You're not hiding it.
I don't give a fuck. Like I love it.
Like all 8 listeners, they just found that out.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. There's not 8. There's like 9. But anyway. No. It's great. I love the 80s in general. So we're talking about 80s hair metal. I always tie in metal culture, horror culture. They're all the same. They're all the outsider cultures. Yeah, right back to assume the position.
These guys are these fucking push-ups.
Well, they're back at... That's just the cutscene from the first one. Because they're in the same outfits. But yeah, like it's all that fringe culture that nobody else gets except the people that are a part of it. And if other people get it, then it's not really true to the culture. Like if it's accepted, if it's mainstream and it's accepted, then it's no longer a part of it. So when Freddy becomes popular as a character and the mainstream picks up on it, like MTV, for instance, in the 80s, well, is it really horrific anymore?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like now you see him in like Dawkins videos and shit,
Okay, you leave fucking Dawkins out of this, all right?
Speaking back then. No, I didn't say it in a bad way at all, trust me. Love Dawkins, but just to prove your point,
yes, I know.
It's kind of like you're watching MTV and now there he is,
Yeah. Like Freddy, like, what is Freddy? He's a child murderer, right? We're glorifying a child murderer, but we're not because
for sure.
Freddy is just Freddy at this point, right? Like when he's popular, you forget how bad he is because he's he's got some swagger, he's got a character.
Hey, he's hilarious. He's fun. Yeah.
But not until the third one did he come out of like a comedic shell, as it were. Because this one, he's still evil. Even when he's laughing, he's not saying anything funny.
Yeah, no, this one there's no redeeming quality about Freddy in this one.
Actually, my favorite line from this one that Freddy says that makes me chuckle, and I still say it now, is when the kid comes up to you at the pool party and he's like, "Here, I'm here to help you." He's like, "Help yourself, fucker." I love it. I love it. You're all my children now.
Jamie, we ranked some horror dads on our second episode. How do you feel about this guy as a dad?
This guy's a bum.
Yeah, he would have been on the bad list.
This guy is a bum. Do you know what? He's got the comedic sensibility of the Christmas Story dad.
Yeah, honestly, that could be his brother.
I never really thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Quick, top 5 Christmas movies.
This is like the dickhead brother of him, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is the horror movie version.
Christmas horror or Christmas movies in general?
Just for you in general. It could definitely include Black Christmas if you wanted to. I don't know. Just whatever's your Christmas movie.
Jamie, you want to go first?
What are we talking about? I missed it. I'm sorry.
What's your top 5?
Top 5 Christmas movies.
Top 5 Christmas movies. Jesus. I have to be honest. Like, if I'm going to say my top 5 Christmas, there's not going to be much horror in there.
No, it's fine. Just go for it.
Fuck. Home Alone. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is probably number 1.
Oh, yes, brother.
Yeah. Elf is in there as well. Elf is in my top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas Story is probably in there. Caught me off guard. I'm not looking at my list or anything.
No, that's good. It's whatever comes to you naturally. That's the best thing to do. That's how you crank these out.
I know that I'm missing. Did I say 4 already?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you got 4. You got one more.
So you got Christmas Vacation, Home Alone, Christmas Story,
and Elf.
What was the other one?
I'm going to say Santa Claus.
Oh, that's a great one.
Jamie, goddamn it. You've been living with my sister.
No, not the Tim Allen, not the Santa Claus.
Oh, no. God damn it. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
All right, you get 4.
The
that
one with Dudley
count.
Moore.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, bud.
What one's that?
Dudley Moore, Santa Claus. Fuck off.
Oh,
Matt, don't even ask questions.
okay.
Because you're going to feel compelled to indulge at one point in life, and then you're going to be as disappointed as I was when you watched it.
Yes. I mean, like a fairy?
Dude, everyone I know that I make watch that is like, Jamie, we love you, but fuck you with this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this is the Judas Priest mix up here.
Yeah. With Bob Shays, the bartender there, that's like my favorite
I know,
part.
it's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here comes the painkiller.
They got him to do that.
The red coming out of that
I know.
that room.
Awesome.
Such a great shot.
But see, like,
Dude,
that's what's so
colors in
great
this
about
fucking
nightmare
movie.
movies is that you don't know what's the nightmare and what's the reality sometimes.
Yeah, especially scenes like this.
Hit the
It's
shower.
like, is this really happening?
Yeah, really though. Like, really? And how did he get into the club?
Oh, I got
Your
my
spirit.
Cali Colors koozie going.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Found it behind the microwave when we were cleaning.
You know what's amazing though is that, again, going back to a metal discussion, Judas Priest, a big influencer of the leather and spikes in the metal culture, comes from S&M clubs. One of the most misunderstood.
Because Rob.
Right, because of Rob. And so with Rob's influence, he influenced this hyper masculine culture, which was borrowing an image from gay S&M joints. It's incredible.
You know what that reminds me of? Which I think the movie was kind of based on Rob Hatfield and those guys, but is the movie Rockstar?
Oh, I love that one. I've watched that so many times.
Yeah, I fucking love that movie, but it's same deal. Like the lead singer of Steel Dragon, you know, like all those guys like Mark Wahlberg, like look up to him and they think he's super masculine, and here he's writing songs about his, you know, his lover who was a man.
Yeah,
and it's the same type of premise. Yeah.
You mean Turbo Lover?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was the guy's name that replaced Halford? Just like in Rockstar. Do you remember the singer? Ripper Owens.
I don't.
Tim Ripper Owens. That's who replaced Halford. And he was a super fan, just like Mark Wahlberg's character in Rockstar.
Yeah, I think they based that movie off of them. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I just couldn't think of Tim's name, but yeah, it was Tim Ripper Owens. Yeah.
Tim Ripper Owens. Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah. And I don't know any Judas Priest with Tim on vocals, to be honest with you. But like,
no.
I mean, the Halford eras, I mean, you can't beat it.
Look at that shot there. I'm sorry, with the green coming.
Yeah, so good. Yeah,
so cool.
No, those colors, man.
Yeah.
And what this whole scene with the coach is so good. Like just everything.
This is honestly what makes you doubt. Like what's happening? Is this really happening or not? And then the next day, you know, you go to school with Jesse with the same fear of not understanding. Like,
but see what's great about the scene is we can laugh about it, but it's like that's fucking torturous.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that Buddy's watching it.
So he goes home, right? He's taken home by the cops here
because he's found naked on the highway.
You go to school with him the next day, not knowing like what you're gonna find, and then Grady's like, someone wasted him last night.
That's right.
Or whatever.
Snyder got wasted last night. Yeah. I love Freddy in this. I think he's just he's just in the shadows, right? Like that's what's great about him. I love this scream. So cool. So good.
And that leads right to this, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like this was a pretty ballsy premise to go with as a sequel.
It is.
So let's just feature Freddy as sort of like a dream, like not a dream. It's sort of like a, you know, like
an ideal.
Not really sure if he even exists. Yeah.
Well, that's
this is honestly the Halloween
Freddy.
3 of the Freddy franchise for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I'll still say that Friday 5 is not my favorite, but
it's been a while since I've watched that one.
So the first time we all linked up in a discussion for that crossover episode that I had you guys on, I vocalized my opinion about Friday 5. It still hasn't changed, but now that I am 35, I'm halfway to 70. I've got to somehow get over that hump of saying, all right, it's part of the franchise. I get it. But it's you know what it is in a positive light. It's like a love letter to the character.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Well, and it's coming off of 4, which was the final chapter,
I know.
So it's like, okay, hey, this was supposed to be the end. And, Tom Savini came back for 4, so there was like almost a finality to it. And then the hooks dig in. It's like, no, we have to resuscitate this. So how do I express my, it is a love letter. How do I express my gratitude toward this franchise and really do it right? And yeah. I don't know. That being said, I'm not crazy about Friday 5. I'm sorry.
No, I'm really not. And I think I was really disappointed when I first saw it because I was into it. But then when they revealed that it was just a guy in in the attire, but like they went as far as like he had a prosthetic bald head around the mask, right? Like it was almost like we weren't supposed to see that. Like that's how it felt to me. Like it's like that's how the character or the actor who plays Jason would actually look when the cameras aren't rolling.
Oh, Snyder got wasted last night. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I just, look at his like. Imagine being Jesse in this moment. Oh, and that ominous shot of the fucking house too. The red and the green again.
Yeah.
The red and the green contrast. It's everywhere in this.
Did you guys watch the?
Even look at the walls in his room.
The movies that made us.
I've not. No.
On Netflix, no.
I have not either.
So they did one on Home Alone, and the entire host.
Oh, it's a series?
Yeah, it's on Netflix, and they do, you know, I love that there's like a legitimate hand in that.
Gotcha.
God.
Yeah, they do Home Alone on that, and they show that the interior of all of the house was a set, and it's all done in a gymnasium, almost like Evil Dead. So they constructed an entire home within a gym, and they intentionally made the house look like it was permanently designed for Christmas because it's all red and green throughout the entire house.
God damn.
I mean, that's like the perfect Christmas house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I walked into a fucking room, by the way,
okay,
and this was going on,
yeah,
I would cannonball out the window.
So again,
sprint toward the window and just cannonball.
This
down
is
to
the
ground
second time.
outside.
This is the second time that he's encountered something in the house, and he's just acting passively. It's like, I get it, it's a dream, but like that's when you wake up.
Also, his dad's band-aids are getting larger in each scene. Like, there's the bandage to cheek ratios increasing.
Also, did you guys drink coffee when you were in high school? And was it like a normal thing?
I feel like I did not drink coffee in high school.
Oh, I most certainly did not. I don't know anyone that does or that did and thought it was normal.
I know my wife did. But he does just come in. Also, it's bothered me for years that there's no lid to that coffee pot.
That girl longs for mother. And her mother killed herself in our living room. What? Did they tell you that?
Oh, his sister.
You remember going to your cousin's house and their like 4-year-old son at the time was drinking a cup of coffee?
Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah.
What in the world is happening?
When we were in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Killer piece of toast, bro. Oh. I like how the sister's almost like
Band-Aid on his face.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of go the other way with it. I feel like this guy's a good dad because he's fucking trying really hard. You know what I mean?
I think the reason I say bad dad is he's just such a dick to Jesse.
And he's just
doesn't try to understand his plight at all. He just
he's an authority figure that's like No, he is like the culture of normalcy, you know? And
that's my thing.
He's like the almost like a conservative dad.
Correct.
The Reagan era of dads.
Yeah,
one of those dads where if you're you could go either way with it for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Not that I know a Reagan era dad when I see one because I'm in Canada, but
no, I mean that's pretty accurate.
Because we're in that era, you know, for a movie.
I mean, Ronald Reagan was president when I was born.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, this girl's great.
I don't think she did all that much.
Does she remind you of anyone from Seinfeld?
Jamie, I'm going to defer to you, buddy, because I like Seinfeld, but I'm not like Seinfeldian.
Dude, I will say that I love Seinfeld, but I haven't watched it in a long time. Is she from Seinfeld?
Yeah, she was one of Jerry's girlfriends.
Which one?
Pam, the bookstore episode. when Kramer ended up becoming infatuated with her as well. And then Jerry wanted to dump her. And then Kramer was getting hot on her. And then tossed between like, I don't think you should date her because I'm dating her. And then anyway, then at some point, they both fall in love with her.
So what's on your mind?
It's Pam.
Pam? What about Pam?
I love her, Jerry.
You what?
I love her.
Is that right?
Oh, she's real. She can bring home the bacon and fry it in the pan.
What does that mean?
Oh, and that voice.
What about her name?
Pam? Oh, it's a beautiful name. Pam. Pam. Pam.
Yeah, I remember now. I would have never fucking guessed that, man.
This was her first movie.
She was great in this.
Her name is Kim Myers. Yeah, she. I mean, I'm looking through the stuff she was in. Most of it I don't recognize, but I mean, I thought she did great in this. Oh, she was in Walker, Texas Ranger. I remember that.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
I think this is such a strange moment in this movie.
Oh, she did a lot of TV.
Yeah.
After '88, like 4 years into her career, she. What is this place, by the way?
TV was a great time.
Well, this is supposed to be Freddy's boiler room.
Yeah, but like, what is it? Like, what is this manufacturing facility? What do you like? What's made there?
Oh, could be sugar, like
a concrete plant is what I think.
Could be concrete, yeah.
Could be sugar. Could be concrete.
I shouldn't be laughing like that. I haven't had my 10.2% yet.
That was a Freddy laugh.
You know what? My son. This is so fucked. Sorry, my bubbles just came out.
When I was a little guy, I always thought maybe I could be a spaceman or something when I grow up and go to space in a rocket. But you got to be able to see really fucking good to do that job. And so they take one look at me and say, "Oh, sorry, sir. You got to be able to see a little better than you." I don't give a fuck.
That's like how my daughter sleeps. I don't like the idea of anyone. Oh.
Does she have one of those canopies?
Yeah.
Does she?
I feel like she didn't when he walked in the room.
Oh, I thought you meant your daughter because you said that's how my daughter sleeps. Okay.
No. I'm sorry. What were you saying about your boy?
Oh, he wants me to he always wants to be Batman. He wants me to be the Joker just so he can wrestle me. So he turns everything into wrestling, which is amazing. I love it. But I run around and I laugh like the Joker or anything cackly. So today I retold all of Ghostbusters 1 and 2 in probably about 45 minutes while he ate dinner. And I did full line for line, like in major parts. It was amazing.
How did you respond to it? Was he into it?
He had that look of amazement on his face. And I was like, that was my like dad award moment where I was just like, I'm doing this right. I'm doing this right. Like he goes, because every day he always wants you to tell him a story. He goes, tell me a spooky story, right? Or tell me something, right? Tell me what happened to the Ghostbusters in the museum. Tell me what happened to the Ghostbusters in the library.
Grady here, the amount of food he has in his fucking mouth, by the way. Sorry. This entire scene.
It reminds me of the meetup that happens in Footloose. Kevin Bacon and was it Chris Penn?
Footloose.
Fuck it. I love that movie.
Yeah, it was Chris Penn, yeah.
I loved Footloose. Footloose was probably one of my first movies that I got into.
Really?
Why is he eating like this? He's eating like a caveman.
No, I love that. Fucking shit's literally hanging out of his fucking mouth.
Like the entire scene. It's not like he had one bite where he's like, "Oh, I overstuffed." It was like the entire scene.
It was like half a pizza in his mouth.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Mr. Wonderful.
This whole environment is so
Yeah, he's
So
like,
great.
was he like listening to like Betty Goodman? Yeah, I love the scene where they change the tape, they turn the music up, and they start cheering, and he's laying in bed, and he's like, "What are they doing
he's in bed
out
with his
there?
wife.
He's got to get some rest."
This hat that this guy is wearing.
God, he's cool.
12:30, Missy.
And her mom's enabling, like, yeah, I got it. I got your dad.
Yeah.
One of the most noticeable things about 80s movies to me is the parents' teeth in every movie.
Parents' teeth?
Teeth.
Tell me more on this thought.
Parents,
oh my God!
Look
Santa
at
Claus.
every parent's teeth in these movies. Notice the red light back there, John?
Yeah,
The way that they do the light on the walls and stuff.
Yeah.
Is that to indicate a presence?
Yeah, I do feel like it's in scenes that are ominous.
Yep.
Like, look, there's the red and green stripes, which I've never noticed before.
I also never noticed those.
He's wearing green pants. And he's got red on his shirt.
Yeah, I guess it's just the theme of, the Freddy theme.
Yeah. Did you know? So did you notice in Freddy 1, his sweater, his sleeves are red, solid red.
The whole movie?
Yep.
Huh.
Just the sleeves, though, right?
Yep. Yeah. My favorite part, though, of Freddy 1 is that the lighting on his face in that scene where he pops out behind the tree. He goes, "Tina, watch this."
Yeah.
And it's when he's like laughing full teeth. And it's like, that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, his sleeves are all red.
Man, that movie was terrifying.
It's great because that came right at the time when the slashers were
look at this.
abysmal.
Look at the fucking pattern behind their bed and their lamps.
Okay, take a look at that. While you're Googling, bring up Nightmare 3. It was the, was it Kristen? Her bed? She's got that, like, that bed, that headboard. It's the scene where she's like laying in bed and the mom comes in. She's like, I have a guest tonight.
Jamie.
Oh, that mother in part 3. God damn.
Like she needed to die.
That mother sucked.
Jamie.
Yeah.
You remember your wedding day? Your wedding day?
Yeah. I remember it well.
Wagon that I created that had the ice in it, and I stocked
beer.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The inspiration came from this movie.
Really?
Remember, I was wheeling it up, and my dad was like, "Oh, god damn, that's a great idea."
Yeah. No, your dad wouldn't quit talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I love
the
this.
inspiration.
I love this scene.
This film.
His tongue just flaps out.
Oh.
That is gnarly looking.
I love how he like tucks it back in. Oh.
Yeah. Ooh, baby.
Those shoes. And high top Air Force Ones.
God damn. Now what can I tell you about this drink?
What do you got? 10.2.
Yeah. Okay, here's the description. I love craft beer. It's like the new wine for descriptions. Exploring realms of deep, dank space with the rule of 3 in its DNA. Sparkle Puff launches with a payload of smashed summer peaches for cushions of fierce malty fluff behind a force field of hops. 3 times dry hop, triple the hop flavor, and thrice the aroma. The 10.2% of this unfiltered adventure glimmers with the epic glory of Sparkle Puff, Galaxy Starfighter, Defender of the Universe. Don't you want to drink that?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So what would you give the Gizmo beer?
Well, that's heavier on the hops, honestly, than the triple IPA. And it is excellent. Now, it's not...
Yeah, I mean...
It's no heady topper.
Are definitely maltier, I feel.
Yeah. It's not... I don't know. It's not offensive, like some IPAs can be, which is great.
Well,
Jesus.
The New England style lends itself to the triple IPA in a different way than the West Coast, because the West Coast is offensive almost.
I know, but like what I love about New England IPAs is that they're heavy on the tropical haze.
Yep.
You know, it's so juicy.
Love it.
There's Flying Monkeys. That's who makes the triple IPA that I'm drinking right now. They make one called Juicy Ass IPA, and I think it's about 6%.
So intense,
and it's so good. Like it goes down smooth like a creamsicle. Like it's so good.
You know, we get Flying Monkeys in the area, but I feel like every time I get them, they're like too old, and it's not their fault. You know, it's the store's fault or whatever, but I've never had a good Flying Monkey.
Oh, that's too bad.
Nothing against the brewery.
No.
I think I've just always got bad beer.
Is it...
Yeah, it takes a while to get in circulation in certain areas.
Optical Illusion? Is that the one that you've had by them? Or
I don't know.
12 Years of Zion. Man. This hits you. You have 2 of these, one eye shuts down on you. For sure.
Oh yeah, no, no. That's like a Tuesday night one beer thing.
Oh yeah, that's that one where you go to take a piss and you're pissing at the wall while you're aiming at the toilet. Like it's just not good. It's like, why am I peeing like I've been up all night having sex?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh my god.
He's got a bass rig in there. Looked like he had like an Ampeg.
Grady's character is great.
I know.
When he's just like he dismisses it like whatever.
Grady is an awesome character.
Yeah,
he is.
Look at that bed.
How is that comfortable?
Fucking color scheme.
Like that fucking bondage comforter that he's got.
This is a great fucking scene. You know, John, I was actually just listening to the Alone in the Dark episode where they ranked their top 5 kills in the Friday franchise.
I did too, dude. On Monday when I cut the grass, I did.
Okay, I think I listened to it. I think I swear to fucking Christ, I listened to it on Tuesday, and you and I did not talk about it.
Yeah, and Tuesday when I cut the grass a second time.
God, we're such dads.
Yeah.
Like, I cut the grass today, and I was, like, proud of myself.
Oh, always. Do the hands on the hips when you're done.
Oh, fuck, I love this scene.
James, did you have something from that episode you wanted to reference? Or
I was saying that I think this was Maddie's number 1. This scene. Because it was either his number 1 or number 2.
The kill isn't as great. It's the unveiling of Freddy that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that like transformation scene. That's a fucking badass scene.
So that's the
and that like fucking eye. That
God,
eye.
That is great. Yeah,
dude.
The eye is the girlfriend of the makeup designer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love those facts, man.
Yeah, because the opening had to be small enough, and she was the only one that could fit her head through. That's so cool.
Oh shit!
I mean, you could argue that this,
dude, like, look at how good that looks.
The best scene out of any of these movies.
And he just sheds them, like intestines, like just flopped all over him. And look at him.
Oh, he's so intimidating.
Those sunken eyes, like the recessed eyes, like they nailed it. And that dad, he's been in so much.
Yeah, he's one of those guys you've seen everything, but you don't know what.
Yeah, they made a documentary about all those actors that are like the guy in that movie. I think that's what it was called.
Yeah, it's a perfect name for it.
Yeah. So Grady's the actor, he was really disappointed by his kill. He thought it was going to be
the dad or Grady.
Yeah, the Grady. So
it'd be fucked up if the dad was like, my fake son in this film didn't die harshly.
No. The actor who played Grady, like, he was disappointed that he didn't have a bigger kill, like with more gore.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely tame in retrospect to everything else.
I think the scene though is his birthing. Yeah,
exactly. No, it's a badass scene, but Grady gets
yes, and it was, I think it was time constraints that actually impacted it. So they ended up. He said in that documentary, he's like, well, they just painted some slashes on my stomach and I slumped to the floor. I love that.
Oh, so scary. Freddy is so scary in this.
I love those old school camera tricks. Like, you know that Robert's like standing next to him, but you don't know that.
All that little stuff, yep.
Oh, so good.
Mark Patton, he acts the shit out of this role.
And not awful.
No. I mean, I feel he's like a good actor.
Like this era of horror actors was, you know, like you just had to be awful by default. You had to overact.
Yeah.
He didn't. I love this scene too, where he comes in, he's like legitimately shaken up by it. Like, I can't talk about it.
He's so covered in blood.
Like, you really don't need to explain too much. Like, we can see it all over you.
Imagine being in her position right now. Like,
yeah,
look, I was trying to make out with you earlier. You bounced, you left, and now you come back and you're just fucking
you've been to
covered
Grady's
in blood.
and now you're covered in blood.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm scared. Jesse, who is doing this to you?
I'm really happy
Jamie,
that we actually synced this up, because I can hear your audio and my audio, and they are in sync.
I'm actually like 1 second behind both of you.
Okay, you know what? I take it back. I hate it. Let's do it all over again. Okay. So we only heard one top 5 Christmas movies.
My favorite is Christmas in Connecticut. Then I always classify The Thing as a Christmas movie, even though my sister gets mad at me about it, but that's up there for me. And then Christmas Vacation is most certainly my favorite of the mainstream. And then I got to go Elf for certain. And I feel like my wife would be really mad at me for not mentioning a couple, but I got to go with my heart here. So my number 5 would have to be, I guess, Home Alone.
Neat.
Yeah.
Definitely my number 1 is Christmas Vacation. I can watch that all year.
Mm-hmm.
Elf, Ernest Saves Christmas. Love Actually. I love that one.
Ah.
You ever watch that one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I like that one.
Interesting pick.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Quite. Yes.
Yes.
Now, I do choose to pick this one as a Christmas movie, even though it's not necessarily a Christmas movie, but people choose Die Hard as their favorite Christmas movie.
Die Hard, yeah.
And I'm not choosing Die Hard. I'm choosing Eyes Wide Shut.
It's been so long since I've seen that movie.
I think
Are
that
we
is.
talking the one with George Clooney?
Huh?
Eyes Wide Shut. Oh.
Come again?
Huh?
Huh?
Eyes Wide Shut. Really?
Huh? Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not. It's not. Not Batman and Robin. No.
I'm sorry. This scene right here, though.
Yep.
This is so like Amityville Horror-esque. A house takes on its own presence and shit starts slamming around them.
But knowing what we know about the allegories in this movie, it makes so much more sense.
Yeah. These films are so destructive of their environment.
Mm-hmm. Do you know why Wes chose red and green for the sweater?
No, I don't.
Because it's visually unappealing to the eye. It creates discomfort.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy that none of us noticed the red striped and green striped towels in the
until
pool room before.
Until 2 beers into my evening. I'm like, oh, just see fucking towels on the wall?
You're like 4 beers in with that 10.2.
Oh my god. I can't feel my fingers.
And this, to be honest with you, this is probably the 40th time I've watched this movie, but very rarely do I watch it with this level of attention.
Yeah, really though.
Oh,
you know, it's like what we said before. It's like you put it on in the background, you know, like to do work or whatever.
So you guys started watching. Okay, correct me. One of you started watching this because it was on Netflix, and you were only watching it because that was the one that was on.
Yeah, that was me. And it was 2005 when I first came to college, or as you in Canada say, university. When I first started university.
Hey, now we've got community college up here. I went to both. I got 2 degrees and a coupon. You know.
But yeah, when I first started college, it was like chronically the only Nightmare on Elm Street that was on for like 18 months or like 2 years almost, and I just was like beating the shit out of it while I was there. Because when I first started college, it was like you're in that tweener time where you're like starting to make friends, but you're trying to find people that love horror movies as much as you do, and spend a little bit of time by yourself while you're getting settled. So yeah, that was definitely my experience with this film.
Watch his glove grab.
John, have you seen Cannibal Holocaust yet?
Ugh.
I've not.
Me neither.
I've watched it.
Matt, have you?
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've watched it.
Is it as bad as they say?
It's pretty rough, dude. Like, knowing that it's legitimate animal torture makes it even worse.
Well, see, I don't really know. I've tried not to even know too much about it. So,
well, I've kind of avoided it.
I mean, it is what it is, and I will say, and I'll champion these types of movies. Same with music. It takes one to flip the script. It allows it to raise the bar in such a way that maybe not in best of taste, but this movie, because it's legitimate and controversial, it allows other movies to play up the mythos that it set as a precedent. So, you know, it's the first of the found footage.
Yeah. It's like you don't have to like Metallica to enjoy like hardcore music modern day.
Right. Right.
I think, by the way, coming back to the movie here, by the way, this is the one scene, right, where he is present in front of people that aren't asleep.
That's right.
And he really just imagine being at a pool party and this happening, by the way.
Yeah, which, by the way, sort of throws a wrench in his whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a weird thing for them to add.
Yeah, this is supposed to be Jesse's peers finding out that he's gay.
And this is Lisa's dad coming to try and save his grill. That's what he's most worried about.
Oh, of course.
It's like sprinting downstairs, like, I gotta get to my grill.
With his moves.
Look, he's peeking outside looking for the grill.
Somebody switched my song.
That's right. Like, is he not bothered by... yeah, the guy's bleeding.
Oh, they're like stepping on...
Oh, God.
The chubbiest kid at the party. Poor guy.
Help yourself, fucker.
What's that guy got on his head? Oh, the chef's hat.
He's still wearing it.
The way this kid is trying to talk down and like negotiate with Freddy. Come on.
Like, kudos. Kudos, dude.
Yeah. Good try, dude.
There goes the grill.
Yeah.
God damn.
You're all my children now.
Love it.
Yeah.
This is still like one of my favorite Freddy.
That's like art
the makeup
from
oh my God.
The Burbs.
Yes. Oh my God, the Burbs. Fucking love the Burbs.
So I got the gun. I'm going to pop a few of them.
Love the Burbs.
So good. Oh, that scene right there.
Lights
Damn.
on fire. Walks through there.
Yep. There really are a lot of great scenes in this film.
Everybody should have that face. That whole scene, that whole experience at the pool, I love that. Perfect for summer.
Agreed. I think that's why you and I have said this many times. We feel like this is a summer movie for sure.
Oh, dude, absolutely. And I mean the way it's so hot in Jesse's house the whole time. He's like, he's quick, sweaty, and
it's like obviously takes place in the summer, but you and I think of it as like a must watch every summer.
Yes. That's why I've been beating the hell out of it on
Oh
my God.
Oh. That's an ungodly fucking image. The dog with that. Ugh. I don't even know what that mask is.
It's like Wayne Newton in a dog form. That's what that is.
Back. The man behind the mask. And he's
You missed some shit while you're gone, man.
Oh, did I? Between you guys or the movie?
A little bit of both. We were just talking about how those dogs
oh my
looked
God.
like Wayne Newton.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, but honestly, what the fuck is being made in that facility? I need an answer.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a green light, so I don't know if this is real.
There is that fucking green backlight.
Okay, so this movie, I don't think truly exists within reality and dream.
The red there on the right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And the green behind her on the left.
Oh my God, you too. No, I think this movie exists within a surrealist kind of artsy movie. I think I don't think it gets enough credit as a really like deep reading of a horror film.
No, I mean it's well shot and it's well acted. If anything, the story is a little lost on itself in its presentation, you know. But no, it's money, man. It's well shot. It's well acted.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't ask for more in a horror film.
And for a sequel, only a year after the first one.
Yeah.
Like, we're really starting to explore more of the dream world as opposed to the real world infected by Freddy.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this film kind of doesn't define which is which.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. Exactly.
Wayne Newton's here.
Stop it. You know, this chemical plant reminds me of the 1989 Batman Axis Chemicals.
Yeah, dude. Totally.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice outfit.
So that's what we think it is, a chemical plant.
There you go.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Nice throwback to the original there.
Yeah. But I love that the glove is a part of him because it emerged from someone else's skin.
Oh god, and this whole scene here is like the reverse birth. Those are sausages. His hands.
Yeah, it's not a glove there. It's just...
Yeah. So the first movie glove is missing. Still has never been recovered to this day.
Really?
Yeah.
Jimmy Hoffa of gloves.
It's the Holy Grail.
We have a friend in Kent who has an original of the Kent, Ohio, of the 4 Dead in Ohio photo.
Oh no!
So he's one of those owners of a rare relic.
Yeah. Did you guys ever hear of that? Who was it? Forever 21 or H&M that did the Kent University sweater, but it was white with. Actually, it was supposed to be a red sweater that was bleached, but it appeared that it was a white sweater with blood stains on it.
Blood stains on it.
Ugh.
It was so distasteful that they were like, there was a complete online revolt.
Didn't work out?
Nope. You got red on you?
Yep.
Yeah. This is his Elephant Man moment.
Look away, I'm hideous.
Oh.
That is legitimately like kissing a raw piece of bacon.
Yeah.
Okay, that's giving bacon a bad rep, all right?
No, dude, that's a bacon head.
Look
at
bacon
his
head.
Fucking head.
Yeah, but you know what? He looks most like a burn victim in this movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like an actual, like a victim that was just burned.
Like on the plastics unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of his plastics factory.
He's melting. You can only do so much with a pitch shifted vocal before you can hear its auto-tune qualities.
God.
That's so great.
The effects of him melting, though.
The tongue.
Yeah.
God, this movie. I think it's just so criminally underrated, even as a horror movie, let alone a part of the Freddy franchise.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Like, I think Freddy overshadows the movies, right? Like, when people grade a Freddy movie, they think of Freddy first. And I think that you need to take it movie by movie because Freddy is so different movie to movie.
Yeah.
And I think
especially the first two versus, the rest.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, his prominence in this is so much less than, and his character is so much less boisterous. So it's it takes a back seat almost. And
you know what the scene reminds me of is when like Dana and Lewis emerge from the shell of Zool and Vince Clothier, like the terror dogs on top of the Ghostbusters, and the Ghostbusters ending.
Yeah, this is some
they shed their second
serious
skin.
like body horror going on here.
Yeah, that's weird.
The Brundlefly is here.
Yeah, it's the real him. He's just a person after all. Yeah. No, I think this movie's great. So good. I think this movie as a standalone, it still holds its own. You don't have to know anything else.
Yeah.
Because they really ignore it, you know.
Yeah, there's some subtle throwbacks to the first movie, like when they're in the locker room, he's like, "Oh, you bought that house on Elm with the bars on the window," but yeah.
Because the rest of
the book,
the rest of the series, if you see the first one and then you skip the second one, well, Nancy's back in the third. The characters from the third carry over to the fourth, right? Like it's almost like they just completely ignored the second.
I mean, yeah, part 3 easily could be a direct sequel.
Yeah.
I love though. This is like a song that has the hook from the intro hit at the end. Like, how the school bus comes back here for the end. It's great. I love this.
It's great. Yeah.
And now he like fits in. He doesn't look like he did in the
He's not the creepy.
He wasn't
Addams
so
Family
Edward
kid.
Scissorhands sitting on the bus in suburbia.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, I could do this every weekend with you guys. This is great.
Yeah, it's great. It's a lot of fun.
Man. Good times.
Yeah.
Oh, that green shirt that dude's wearing, that'd be great for golf.
That guy looks familiar. No, not quite.
Drive. Also, is anyone alarmed? That kid's wearing that pink shirt and the dude's wearing that green shirt.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same shirt.
Mm-hmm. And isn't neon pink and neon green also similar to red and green?
Yeah.
I love that, like, just of that era, the slight jitter of the camera to signify, you know, like, okay, this is where we cut and this is where we reinsert.
Yeah.
I love those moments. I do. And I don't think they take away by any means.
You kind of watch for that. Like, you want that almost now.
Well, okay. Again, I'll reference the episode I just had with Josh from Lunch Meat. A director totally has the option, especially in 2020, to go back, clean up scene frame by frame of something from decades before. And I use the example of Jaws. Spielberg has totally the ability to erase any sort of flaw that exists in Jaws. But he actually chooses not to do that. Because when you tamper with the artifact of that era, you actually tamper with the integrity of the film that has left such a lasting impression on society all these decades later. I love the song choice for the credits here. All right. Well, thank you for joining us, gentlemen.
Yeah,
This was a ton of fun.
Good time.
Got to get drunk and watch one of my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movies, Part 2, Freddy's Revenge.
For sure.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man. It's a lot of fun.
Anytime.
We'll do another one.
Yeah, let's do it again.